Hey, I'm Clayago. Welcome to Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelists of yeah, I'm awesome at intros. From the top. Hey, I'm Clayago. Welcome to Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of the Roses. This is a Yu-Gi-Oh! Game, but it's not your standard Yu-Gi-Oh! Game that you'd think, because most people who, don't know much about Yu-Gi-Oh! And or don't know about this game would assume that a Yu-Gi-Oh! Game would be playing the card game like it is. And this game is actually an exception to that. Most of the Yu-Gi-Oh games actually emulate the card game pretty well, and or there's an exception of the rules that make it flow better as a video game or something like that. But for the most part, it's there, like Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories. Sorry, just I wanted to get a sip of my tea going. But anyway, so I'm playing this today because I recently came up with an idea, and this idea should actually come to fruition. I have a pattern when I start working on stuff where I flesh out ideas, and I've made a few pitch bibles and I've made a few things, but this one I actually want to take distance, and I have an idea for a game. And I realized I kind of must have subconsciously sort of pulled a little bit from this game, because it has elements that this game sort of incorporates. And I'm not going to go into detail because it's something that I would rather you see and that I make in full before I just talk a big game about it anywhere. Plus, you know, someone might be coming along and scoop up the idea, and I don't want that. So instead, I'm just gonna play this game. But I do have a handy-dandy notebook here, which you can't see, but I'll just flap it annoyingly in front of the mic so you can hear me flipping through the pages. Oh yeah, you like that? I'm not having sexual relations with the notebook. Don't worry. Anyways, I got this handy-dandy notebook here, and this is for all my notes for this game and stuff like that. So I'm actually gonna play this game and study it in a lot of ways and see if there's things in it that I could pull from it. So if I need a handy-dandy notebook moment, I'm gonna take it and say it. But I also kind of made the commitment that, you know, like, if I'm gonna play something, there's a few exceptions, but for the most part, when I play something, I'm gonna record it just because why not? I'm gonna throw it up on my channel because I'd rather, it's not even for an audience. If this channel, you know, ever takes off or something like that, that's beautiful, and I'd love to build something out of it and make something like Game Grumps or some shit like that, where I can support a bunch of different people just doing stupid shit. That'd be amazing, and that's honestly a dream that I would love to see fully realized. But other than that, so far this has just been a catalog of me playing games with friends or playing games by myself, and I just want to fully intake these things, and you know, like, for example, the FF7 remake or something like that, because I played through that. That's like my favorite game series. So, like, you know, I love the ability that you know, in 10 plus years or something like that, I'm gonna be able to look back on that and actually see my reactions and my own understanding of something for the first time, and relive those moments in ways that I couldn't possibly remember fully. And yeah, anyways, I'm going off on a tangent like I do because I just start rambling, and because I like to hear myself talk, which is exactly why I'm fucking gameplay material. So anyways, I'll just get into it and start playing the game. I do want to bring up the fact though that during this exact cutscene, I remember, like, playing this game when I was a kid, because I loved this game when I was a kid, and I still do love it. I don't really have, like, people have this weird bullshit stigma where they, like, you know, they get older and they're just like, things just aren't the same, and it's not, they are the same, they're just, I don't know, I don't understand people. I fucking, like, I opened this game to just test it because I was having trouble getting it to run, and I, like, started, like, playing, like, certain parts of it, and I was, like, immediately hit with not just nostalgia, but, like, just remembering how fucking cool of an idea this game was, and how, like, fucking, I don't know, I love this shit, and I want to play it. Anyways, 5-minute long tangent done. Let's get into it. So, the British Empire in the 1480s. Is that how you say that? 1480s? I'm sorry, I like ate. So it's like a day after Thanksgiving, and I'm currently staying with my buddy Doug, who I'm with his family, and they do this leftovers and laughs party, which is their staple of their house, and it's a holiday that they love. And needless to say, I've eaten way too much yesterday and then way too much today. I actually, like, ate so much soup earlier, and then my stomach hurts so much. And I feel better now, but I'm still kind of poo brain from it, and I think I learned my lesson, but I'm sure I haven't, and I'm gonna hurt my stomach in the future eating good food again at some point. But so yeah, I'm gonna be a little doofy. This is not that that's any different from anything ever. The War of the Roses, a power struggle between the House of Lancaster, Red Rose, and York, White Rose, to decide a royal successor was nearing an end. With the Yorkists well in the lead, the reign of Richard III was but a step away. So for a little fun fact here, these characters, other than, like, obviously, like, Yugi and stuff like that, a lot of these characters actually, reflect the same characters that were in Forbidden Memories, and a lot of the songs in this soundtrack actually relate to songs in, the Forbidden Memories soundtrack, which is pretty cool to me, because I love Forbidden Memories too. I played that a lot growing up too, and there's another game that has similar hints, and I think all three of them were made by the same team or something like that, but they all just touch into each other, and they're all just, this is the vibe. This game and Forbidden Memories are the vibe I get from Yu-Gi-Oh! Along with the Season 0. Those are the first things I think about when I think about Yu-Gi-Oh! Before I think about the show, because the show is super doofy, but like these games had such a vibe going for them. And Season 0 had such a fucking vibe going for it that was so different. It's same characters, but they're just, it felt so much, I don't know, I like it. Was being forced to live in a life of exile. The Lancaster, another fun fact, to be stupid again and go off on a different tangent. This, I actually found out earlier because I was researching this game. This war is an actual war that happened in, like, New England in, like, the 1400s or something like that. And it was literally the Lancasters versus the Yorks, and it was the Battle of the Roses. It was this is a literal historical thing. They're just replacing the characters, and instead of battles, you're fighting with cards. So, the Lancaster forces were rendered powerless by ancient cards of sorcery wielded by Seto and his 7 followers, who, known as Rose Crusaders, served under the flag of Lord Crawford, a powerful Yorkist nobleman. Which, by the way, look at this motherfucker. Look at this motherfucker with his fucking kick-ass fucking... He had to have... Either he walked up... He killed a fucking dragon, or he walked up to a blacksmith and dropped blueprints of this fucking armor and was like, I want this. And the guy was like, what? And Seto was just like, I want this. Give me this. And either way, fucking badass. I love Seto. Oh no, I skipped... I have to start over. No, I'm kidding. In England, dual card games were still at the fledgling stage. Thus, Lancastrians had to look elsewhere for dual master capable of facing the Rosencrews in battle. With this in mind, Margaret Mai Beaufort of Lancaster secretly requested a high druid to summon a duelist from another age. And that duelist is me! I fucking love... He's one of my favorite characters. He never... to my knowledge, he never shows up in the show or the comics. I think he shows up in the comics maybe like once or twice, like Season 0 style. I don't remember though. But like, I just like him. He's a cool... I think of him a lot when I think of... Because I'm pretty sure if he takes off the hat, he actually is like Yugi's grandpa or something like that. Someone from the Mystic Circle. What type of voice should he have? Summoned from the mystic circle of red and white roses, the one capable of harnessing pure power. There was truth to the legend of the Rose Duelist! Lady Margaret, I did it! Now we have the means for defeating the evil forces of Rosencrews. ... Oh, my apologies. In my excitement, I forgot it. I was in the presence of a Rose Duelist. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Simon Morin, High Druid and servant of Lancaster. May I be so bold as to ask the name of which the Rose Duelist would like to be known? That's hurting my voice. I should not cough during the times of COVID as it is right now, because I might alert people and they might get scared, and I might have to be like, I'm just coughing times, and they're gonna be like, but you're not just coughing time. I'll be like, shut up. I'm not sick. You're sick. Society is sick. Life are sick. People are dying. It's not funny. I'm not trying to joke about it at all. I'm just going off on some other stupid shit. How about we go like Yaga Boy or Yaga Saga? I could be wrong, but I think part of how I just totally fucking poo-brained out there. I think part of how yeah, we'll do Yaga Saga. Yaga Saga, a fine name indeed. Now here's the situation. The year is 1485, and you are currently in Stonehenge near Salisbury, England. Salisbury State. The British Empire is in turmoil with the House of Lancaster's rightful claim to the throne being challenged by the Yorkist usurpers. Usurpers. I don't know how to say that word, I forget. Also, look at like the little like icon next to Simon. Doesn't it look like a brain? But I mean, it's supposed to be like a rose in a vase or some shit like that, but I always looked at it like it was a brain. The power struggle is referred to as the War of the Roses, a name based on the badges used by both sides. A red rose for the Lancastrians, and a white rose for the Yorkists. Right now, our kingdom is threatened by the Yorkists and their wrongful claim to the throne. All because the Yorkists enjoy the support of the Rose Crusaders, and their sorceress White Rose cards. Using our Red Rose cards, we summon you, Yaga Saga, to this day and age. We hope that your dueling experience would defeat the Rose Crusaders and lead us to victory! You will help us? Of course you will. Foolish me to even doubt where your loyalties lie. Rumor has it that that only the legendary Rose Duelist stands a chance against the power of Rosencrews. I'm so glad I decided to grab tea with honey in it, because this is going to help my voice so much. We appreciate any help you can provide against them. Before I forget, I should warn you that the rules to dueling differ from those of your age. So this is what I was talking about. The game is actually played differently, and I love the way the game is played in this game. And they never fucking... Me and my brother used to literally play the game this way together. We made like a map and played it this way instead of playing it the way that it was normally. Just because we played this game and we wanted to try it out, and it was actually pretty fun playing this like on a board game style. Here in England, dueling is governed by what is known as the perfect rule. And this... Yeah. One is the existence of movement or positioning. The other is, I know, these bases. So you got a deck boy, and the deck boy takes over. And I'm sorry, I've played through this... Literally as a kid, I played through this intro sequence so many times that, I'm kind of burnt out on it still, like, literally, like, 15 years later. So, I'm not even gonna play a practice... I'll play a practice duel, whatever. We'll play a practice duel just to show you as the audience what's going on with the dueling. But I kind of remember. I feel like if I was thrown into it, I'd be able to figure it out, no problem. Let's start with the basics of dueling. First, let me show you how to summon a monster. To bring a monster into play, you must summon it from your hand to the field. Now let's draw a card from your deck. Cool. Dark Magician. Look at our boy. Currently, the card you are indicating as your deck leader is the Dark Magician. Let's order your deck leader to operate your hand. You can do this by selecting your deck leader and pressing the square button. Square button press. See the blue square? That's the area where you can summon your summoned monster. Line up the cursor by pressing X. So yeah, you can summon anywhere around this dude. This is your current hand. Apparently there's only one monster in your hand that can be summoned to the field. This is because summoning a monster requires a certain amount of power. This spot, currently indicated where your currently available summoning power is displayed. At the start of every duel, you'll have 4 summoning power points. The amount will increase by 3 every turn. You accumulate up to a 12. When a monster is placed on the field, summoning power points equal to the monster's level are expended. Your current summoning power points are a total of 4. Hence, the only monster you can summon to the field is the Celtic Guardian, our boy. The dark cards are the monsters that you are unable to... Wow. I actually read that right, but I thought I was reading it wrong. Dude, I drank high fructose corn syrup earlier, and now I think I'm dyslexic. Okay, dude, can you let me choose things? Can you... I don't like tutorials that don't let me tutorial. I mean, I understand. Okay, so now I can move him. So I can grab him and move him. Blue Eyes White Dragon. Cool, so I get to move him, that's what it's saying. And then... Now, I'm impatient as fuck. So he's moving his deck leader, then he's summoning, and then he's going to move that card, which normally I shouldn't be able to see. He's going to summon it there. Now I know I can take him out, so I'm going to attack him. I'm not controlling any of this, I'm just hitting X and going through it. But yeah, now they duel, and he die. Now he takes 200 points of damage.